IFIA, it's Aussie. Yeah, look, I just wanted to lodge a protest against Sauber from the last race. Why? Well, they had to be cheating, didn't they? Well, how else was BOTTAS suddenly so friggin' quick? Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome back to Aussie Villain Racing for the second last race of our first season, and it was all going so well until last race when BOTTAS somehow nicked a point in Vegas, and that puts Sauber ahead of us now. We are they are ninth, we are 10th, and unless we can do something to change that and score a point, then that's the way it's going to finish this season. Hopefully Alpine don't nick a point. It'd be terrible to finish last this season. Now, a couple of things to catch you up on. Not too much has happened, but we did build a memorabilia room just to try and help build morale up a little bit. Didn't cost too much, and we're getting towards the end of the season now, so we can afford the extra cost. And the other thing is we've also done a research project. We had to do the chassis. I was hoping to do the rear wing, in truth, but we weren't going to be able to get it done before the end of the season. So we've done the chassis, and that's £1 million, and it should be okay because, as I say, 2 races to go. If we look at the cost cap, we've got 1.7 remaining. Unless something goes horribly, horribly wrong, we're going to be absolutely fine on doing 2 races on that. So there we go. That is that. Let's go and have a look at this Qatar circuit. Now, it is a track, and it is a sprint weekend as well, that just might suit us a little bit. We can see there red sector 2, red sector 1, blue sector 2, yellow sector 3. Lots and lots of medium speed corners and high speed corners. Now that is more or less what our car is good at. Not as much the medium speed now, I suppose, but high speed is one of our stronger points. And also tyre preservation is one of our stronger points, and this track eats tyres. So the time consideration is 24 seconds for a pit stop, and that's a fairly big loss, but it's going to be a 2-stop, potentially even a 3-stop, I think, because the soft to the hard is almost a second a lap difference, and that is maybe worthwhile doing to not have to do a stint on a hard tyre, even if you do make sort of a 3-stop and go like soft, medium, or something like that. So I'm gonna have to do the free practice and make sure I'm doing the right tires at the right time, and we're handing back the right tires. But anyway, historically, Hamilton won here and Verstappen won here. I have no recollection of Hamilton winning a race here at all. Was that the year? Was that Alonso on the podium year? Maybe at Alpine, that must be that year. Anyway, maybe I'm getting that mixed up as well. What are our targets here? We should be both should be top 18. That shouldn't be debatable anymore. All right, let's go see if we can score points. Okay, so no rain is expected. Just the one free practice session. I will go and do that and see you for sprint qualifying. All right, so we've done our free practice session. It was fine. A couple of what they called like affiliate drivers doing quite well on the session, but we were 13th and 19th with old engine parts in. Doing ran a soft tyre, Van Dorn did not, so that maybe explains the difference in time there. But we'll put in the proper parts for this one now, and well, let's see. This, I think, realistically, is our last chance for points this season. I don't think we're going to do much at Abu Dhabi. Maybe we could with medium speed corners being or high speed corners being a strength, but it is unlikely. So let's go see if we can get a Q3 in sprint qualifying, and maybe could be dead. I mean, if we finish 8th and then you get a point, in a way, it's a bit of a waste, isn't it? Okay, so I thought about waiting because you only get the one set of medium tyres. I thought about waiting, and I think Van Dornsberg got away with that, and hoping that the track rubbers in before we do our time. I thought we'd try and get clear track, and they've both done a similar time, so hopefully that means they've both not been affected by traffic. But we'll find out here momentarily. So we're 2 seconds ahead of Gasly. 3 seconds behind. Okay, so there is there is some slight discrepancies in the times here. That's huge differences. I mean, there must be some ancient engine parts being run on if that's the difference in time here. But anyway, we will send them out again. We'll wait till I should have been on more on the ball here and sent them straight out. But we're going to get stuck now, I think, in traffic if we go now. So we'll go with everybody else. To go now and now. And let's see. We do definitely need to improve here. I think that much is for sure. We should have a big enough gap to avoid dirty air. I think they've all done that nicely. So let's see. Can Van Dorn do a green first sector? He can. So has Dorn. So we are on the improve. Not for the second sector for Van Dorn. So Van Dorn comes across the line now, goes marginally quicker. Doohan comes across the line. He goes much quicker. So it's 12th and 14th. Let's see how that stacks up. Not good for Van Dorn. He is out. Doohan looks like he's going to get through, though. Okay, so I think this time I am going to wait, try and go right at the end when the track is rubbered in more. I do wonder if we had done that with brand new tyres, if that might have worked out a little bit better for us. Now what we could do is, if we go out now when everybody else is on their cooldown laps, we're going to come around and we'll have the track to ourselves for our push lap. And let's see where Doohan puts himself here. Oh, it's only 15th. So Doohan was a second slower. He was a second slower than he was in the first session. It wouldn't have got him out, but it would have at least put him ahead of Bottas. But anyway, it's 17th and 16th for the sprint race. Yeah, it doesn't bode well, does it? Alright, so what I'm thinking here is that I don't really want the hard tyre for the main race, so let's use it now. And I may live to regret that, but let's use it now, and we can push it pretty hard and see if maybe we can catch some others out. You never know. Okay, so sprint race. It looks like it's like early morning with frost on the ground.
And it's lights out. Away we go.
Alright, oh, we've not got a good... Well, actually, maybe we did get a decent start, and the Williams just parked us in. So, whoa, that's a big crash. That is a bit... Now, if all those cars are out... Wait, one minute here. If all those cars are out, maybe we should have taken this a little bit more seriously. So, what has happened there? It's the entire mid-pack. It's 2 Mercedes, it's a Ferrari. And is it 2 Aston Martins, maybe? Now, are they all going to be out, is the big question. Is it multiple crashes? So Russell is out. Sainz, Alonso and Stroll have all dropped to the back. And we're 12th and 13th. Now, what tyres is everybody else on here?
Copy.
We're the only 2 on hard tyres. The safety car might actually, in a way, work against us here, because what will happen is...
Alonso involved in that one.
So there's like 3 or 4 different crashes there, it looks like. But I mean, these guys, they're Alonso's out. Oh no, he's got a penalty. Alonso's got a penalty. 10 seconds. Anyway, let's come back after the safety car and let's see where we're at here. Okay, so the safety car is ending. Now, with that safety car, we can essentially push the hard tyres as hard as we want now to the end. More or less.
Yellow flag now.
Another crash. Well, what's happened here? This is a crazy race all of a sudden. It's at the Stroll again. It's at the same 3. That would be hilarious.
And the impact on the car, it's quite clear. That will have knocked their confidence, I'm sure.
Oh, Lance, you're a moron. I don't think I will ever forgive him for Beijing this year where he took Denny Rick out. It's just... you know what? He's one of these drivers, and... I don't know, what annoys everybody about him, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, it's that Daddy owns the team, isn't it? That's what annoys everybody. And is he a Formula 1 caliber driver? Yeah, I mean, he's proven that, hasn't he? He's a regular point scorer. He's been on pole position. He's proven himself that he's good enough to be there. But equally, he's one of those guys. He reminds me of someone like maybe a Giovinazzi or a Marcus Ericsson or Felipe Nasser. The list goes on and on and on. Guys that are good enough to be there. They've had their chance, and they've not really done much with it. I mean, he's maybe had a better career than some of those that I've mentioned. I mean, I love K-Mag. He's probably another one. To be fair, Nico Hulkenberg has had his chance. And they've never really got regular podiums or anything like that. So I just feel like he's had his chance. Is I guess my thing. And there's so many good young drivers coming up, and you could make an argument that Ricciardo, he'll always be my favourite driver on the grid. That maybe he is as guilty as anybody as blocking someone, a youngster from coming through. You'd be wrong. Ricciardo blocks nobody. He deserves to. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, it's. I understand, and I'm definitely hypocritical on that particular Daniel Ricciardo point, but yeah, it just annoys me to Stroll. As much as it's his hair as much as anything, I just don't understand why anybody needs to have hair that is that thick. I mean, he's going to be sweaty. Imagine having in the helmet. It's too much. It's too much, Lance. Shave it all off, mate. All right. I'll stop my rant and we'll see if we can. I mean, 8th place is not that. They've all got damage. Alright, so we are just about, I think, now did we get DRS? Did we go in after the DRS? We did, so Van Dorn has got himself past Bottas. What we're starting to see now is the advantage of our tyre wear up against other tires that are on softer compounds that are wearing quicker. As Doohan's got him as well, so that's excellent, excellent. 11th and 12th now. Why is this the race? Why is this the race where it's only the top 8 get points? Why can't it be the top 10? We've got 2 Williams and then a struggling Ricciardo in front of us. Lap times. We were behind Bottas for a lot of that lap, but we'll get an idea of exactly what we can do. If we could break the DRS to Bottas, that would be brilliant as well. And we are very, very close to doing it. We're not going to quite manage it, but Doohan, as long as he has the DRS behind us, should be okay. Doohan does not have DRS, so he might be in a bit of trouble. So 31, so we were 6/10 faster. Ricciardo, though, is still pulling away from us, so that is the problem, because Ricciardo is the point. Come on, boys, come on. 7 or 8 laps to go. Alright, we are pushing with everything we've got. It's not going to be enough, because it's 11 seconds from Sargent to Ricciardo. Yeah, we're just pushing everything we've got here. Doohan's going backwards. Doohan is... Yeah, I think... I mean, we probably need to have a conversation about next year's drivers. I'm pretty sure both of these guys have 2-year deals. So I think I'm happy to go with them again next season. And we'll get some affiliates in. And you know, maybe they can then put some pressure on the 2 lead drivers. But, yeah, Doohan, he just needs to get a little bit better, I think, doesn't he? But one thing I do want to do... for next season is start to invest more in the facilities that we have. I think Driver Simulator is something so that, especially if we are going to get affiliates, so that these young drivers are developing and getting better. Definitely think we need to do that. But yeah, other than that, well, I don't want Doohan to crash, so let's not push him on. Yeah, I mean, if we get... It'll be so frustrating, and are we coming on to start the last lap? No, there's still 2 laps to go. So this is us in 10th. It's going to be our best ever finish. It's not a Grand Prix finish, therefore it's not a point. And that is incredibly, incredibly frustrating, isn't it? I mean, we could say there is definitely some positives there for the race then. You know, if we can get 10th in the sprint, albeit with a lot of help in the first corner. You know, maybe there's something to be said that we could, you know, push on a little bit, but such a shame. So we're coming around to finish. We were catching Sargent quite a bit that last lap. We caught him almost a second with 2 laps to go. On the final lap, we caught him over a second, but yeah, we just fell short. 10th, and we get nothing for it. Unbelievable. So Van Dorn up 7. Doohan would have, yeah, he did just about in the end hold steady. So yeah, well, let's see what we can do in the Grand Prix proper now. Alright, so Q1, we get the soft tyres for this one, and it looks as though everybody is staying in. So Van Dorn will get a free lap. Just looking at the mini-map here, it looks as though Doohan is going to get a free lap as well. So they need to make this count. It says rubber is low. I don't quite understand how, considering we just had a sprint race, but anyway. Where's the first sector? So obviously it's purple for Van Dorn. You'd expect it to be. He's the first car going around. We'll get an idea of what Doohan's is doing in a second here as well. So he's not as quick as Van Dorn. And I'm not quite sure where sector times are around here, because it's not a track that I've driven on the actual game, so I haven't had the game for a couple of years now. Alright, the driving game, like the what's it called, just like Formula 1, whatever it is, 24. Here we go. What have we done for a lap time? It is a 27.0. Now, in the race, the others were doing, that's roughly what they were doing in the race. So let's hope that for a qualifying time, that's not too bad. Doohan in the 28s. may need to go again with that. But let's see where that sort of time stacks up. Not well compared to Piastri. And so ahead of Hamilton, ahead of Sargent. Van Dorn may have done a decent lap here, only 4/10 off Ricciardo. Doohan definitely needs to go again. So we'll get him teed up to go again here. Van Dorn might be okay. We'll get him ready to go in case. Let's send Doohan out now. Just in case he needs a third attempt at this. But Van Dorn's lap is stacking up nicely. I'm not displeased with this. And let's see what Doohan does second time around. Is he going to do green? He has. Come on, Jack. He's gone green, green. Gasly may have held him up into the final corner, but he goes 11th. Only 3/10 off Van Dorn, so that is more like it. That's more like it. Does he need to go again? There's still cars that are setting times here. If Magnussen, we probably are going to need to go again, aren't we? It's a little bit too close, I think. Oh, we're chewing through soft tyres here. Let's go. And it's just sort of in the gods if we get a clean lap or not really. So we've still got a little ways to go here with Doohan. He's up somebody's backside. You need to be in front here, Jack. You need to be in front. Get in front. Don't let him do that to you. Okay, we'll get a toe down the straight, and then he'll probably drive away from you anyway. Ah, Jack. That's not going to work, mate. Do you have someone behind him as well? No. Should have told him to drive in clean air, but I thought he was going to get down the inside, so I wasn't too worried about it. Van Dorn has gone quicker. He is on a new set of tyres. Doohan has not. I mean, he's going to get dirty air all through a lap when you don't really want dirty air. So Bottas, Gasly, and Zoe can ruin Doohan's day here. They could ruin Van Dorn's day as well. Bottas has bumped Doohan. Gasly is the only other one that could do it. He has not. So Van Dorn is through unless Doohan can produce some sort of miraculous final sector. He is going to be out. And he is indeed out. Okay, now Van Dorn locked up on his first run, so he ruined that set. It was an old set of tyres, a used set of tyres anyway, so it's not the end of the world, but he ruined that set. So we set him out now on basically what is his only run. We could maybe have time to go again, but we're going out now for the clear track. And let's see, with a one lap dash, what he's able to do. He's not gone faster than what he did in his first run in in Sector 1. He locked up here, I think it was. So, he should go green in the second sector no matter what. He has. Can he go and do something around a Denny Rick time? 123. We did 127. I thought that was a decent time. Shows how wrong I can be. Come on, Stock. What's he got? 13. 4 seconds off the pace. So we actually end up 16th. So it'll be 16th and 18th on the grid. There's some penalties behind us, but that obviously won't affect us. This could be difficult to score points from here. What we need is another first lap pile up, don't we? Alright, so we don't have hard tyres. That is by choice, of course. We do have 3 sets of mediums, and we would have to run a soft at some point. Is it going to be worth, from where we are, to do the extra stop? Doohan's in the same position, isn't he? 2 mediums, 2 softs. So if you're doing an extra stop, you could do it with a soft. So you could go... Could you do 3 softs and a medium? Alright, let me play around with this. Alright, I'm taking the risk that we're going to be better off making the extra stop. So that's what we're going to do. With Doohan here, he doesn't have another set of new softs. So I'm a little bit torn as to whether we go with a soft or a medium there. I don't know. It'll be one or the other. We can either do a push stint on a medium or we can do a soft. And we can kind of decide maybe at the time, depending where the race is at. And there is, of course, a chance that we could put on a medium there and maybe make it go to the end. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do double soft and then a medium with Van Dorn. We're going to come in, try and get a bit of an undercut, go into free air, push again if everybody else is on medium or hards, and then hopefully this will be this will be the hurt stint, and then finish strong, and then just do your best, mate. All right, welcome back. Let's hope we can match our sprint race performance here. And yeah, we just need a there was so much luck in that, wasn't there? We need another massive pile up. There's hard tyres. Anybody on a hard tyre is someone that we should... Oh, we got penalties probably. So the two cars on a hard tyre, Sainz is probably better than us, just a little bit. But we do need to get Bottas out of the way nice and quickly here. The fact there's so many cars on a soft makes me think that my undercut plan may not work out exactly as planned. But, you know, we'll keep going with it as it is. A lot of it's going to then depend if... I wonder if a lot of people might do the extra stop and do a 3-stop. Because, I mean, in real life last year, this was the one where they had the mandated, you could only do 20 laps, wasn't it? So it was sort of... Jesus. I mean, that shows you how much better some cars are than others, doesn't it? Just on hard tyres, just straight around the outside of us like we were not even there. That's the dream. Let's dream to get to that level. And maybe one day we'll get somewhere close. Alright. Let's see if we can get Bottas out of the way, and let's see if Dylan can get Gasly out of the way as well. So a little bit of DRS help, but Van Dorn does get Bottas into turn 1. Nice move, that one. So let's hope we can pull away from him now. And 2 laps later, we do it again. This time it's a soft-tired Albon that we've gone past. So that's even easier, really. So good signs, really good signs. Alright, so we are coming up to our pit stop window. We're really having a hard time catching K-Mag. He's on older, softer tyres. We're going full push because we're coming up to our pit stop now anyway. And yeah, is he still pulling? What did he do last lap? Matched us, essentially. So yeah, it's having a real difficult time. Dylan is a little bit stuck behind Bottas. Well, actually, he's not even that stuck behind Bottas, I don't think. No, he's 2 seconds back now. So Bottas's hard tyres look like they're going to start coming into their own. And we will be trying to get off our tyres here momentarily. If we could do one more lap to get to where we need to, that would be ideal, but let's go for an undercut. So let's go put on a soft, and then we'll do the same thing with Dylan, I think. There should be enough space between them to double stack. And, K-Mag's in as well. Alright, well, let's hope we get good stops here. There should be enough. There should be more than enough space between the two cars. Here we go. In, off, on, go. 2.6. So we jumped and we jumped hard. Oh, we got him in the stop.
Now down to the pits. There's been a hold
and a 2.3. So we got. Oh, poor Magnus. Absolutely mugged off there with K-Mag. So we can push on doing here a little bit. This is where we need to fly though, isn't it? Because we need to be making sure that, where were we? So Stroll was 9 seconds ahead of us, I think. If we can try and really close that gap. Stroll is on a soft tyre, so he's not going to be too much longer, but he's on an old soft tyre. He's got a mechanical fault as well. Norris actually has a more severe mechanical fault, so that might end up ending his race. So we'll see. Did we do any best sectors? Best final sector. And doing... No, not yet. His tyres are still coming up with temperature though. Alright, now Stroll is coming in. Now what could really hurt us here is Verstappen, I think, is about to lap us. Another mechanical fault there. Now, is that going to hurt us with DRS as well? I think we should still have it. We need to get Gasly here if we can. And Stroll is, yeah, he's well up the road. That has not particularly helped us. As Ricciardo has got something wrong as well. There's a lot of faults in this race. Could we dream of it all finally falling into place for us? Alright, so we have a problem here where we are very much just first in the race of the rest, because the top 6 teams, 21 seconds is the gap to Tsunoda right now. I mean, if we could get
Okay.
if we could get 2 retirements and some, we need 3 retirements, don't we? There's just no way that I can see us being able to score a point here, even though we're doing a decent job. Sonoda's had a spin, but you know, unless he spins it into the wall, we're just too far away. That's what makes it so frustrating that Bottas managed to get a point last time out, because it didn't look like any of us were scoring from anywhere, did it? And you know, we had P9. Now we've got to try and find a point, and we're just not quick enough. Alright, so we are on Van Dorn's in-lap. I'm hoping we're not going to get lapped by this McLaren. If we could just not lose that extra time. Or we almost certainly are, though. Oh, it's like Jaws music, isn't it? We're almost certainly going to lose the time from getting lapped here. So that's frustrating. But yeah, he's going to come in, put on his medium tyres, and then he'll come in for a soft at the end. Doohan has got another set of medium, so we can kind of play around with the stint a little bit. We were 1 corner away from not having to do that. If this is a safety car, I'll be annoyed. Perez is locked up, which is not going to help his race strategy, because it's going to take a lot of life out of tyres that need the life. Now, I think we're going to come out sort of around Sergeant Ocon somewhere here. So a 2.5 second stop. If we look at the tyres that everybody is on, it's sort of people like Bottas has gone hard, so I'm assuming he's going to do a soft at the end. But there's a lot of old medium tyres, so we've got a nice little offset. Yeah, we just need... we need to make up 24 seconds through the race to make up for the extra stop if nobody else is doing the 3 stop. And I think we will. I think, you know, if we were doing the longest stop, when we look at Bottas, we know from Vegas that he is roughly our level. And both cars, in theory, have 1 stop to go. He's chugging around on old hards and we're on brand new mediums, and we'll pass him this next lap, I would have thought. So it looks like Albon. Now, is Albon coming out on hards to get to the end? This will be a big test as to what everybody else is doing. He is. So he's going to the end now, but those tyres are going to be a little bit ancient, and we're going to have nice juicy softs on. So I think we're on the right strategy for us. Alright, so Norris has a mechanical fault, which it looks like is about to take him out of the race. So, just as well we're getting left there. So that is 1 position gain. That's potentially P12 for us. Now, if we can just have 2 others in the top 10 drop out, and that'll be very nice. So Doohan is coming in this lap for his second stop. He'll go on to another set of mediums. And he'll actually gain a bit of time here, because there's a few cars that were coming around to lap us that will do so, just sort of go past while we're in the pits. A 2.264 second stop. Fastest of the day so far. Doohan comes out. He won't be able to push quite so hard the whole way, but he's certainly got a little bit of leeway there. And Stroll has a mechanical fault. Is that going to retire him? Not yet, but it's an orange one, which is what Norris had. Is he going to retire? Well, we need to make sure we're ahead of Bottas, because if he gets another point off of us, I will be annoyed. Oh, Ricciardo has a mechanical fault. Ricciardo is out. We're going to be P11. Stroll has an orange mechanical fault. Oh, is this going to happen? Stroll, just retire that car. Just retire that car, mate. We're 38 seconds behind him. And... oh, come on, come on, come on. Russell has pit from behind us, which is good, as has Verstappen. So that's cars that aren't going to come through and lap us. So that's brilliant. Come on, Denny Rick. Is he retiring? Yeah, he's retiring. That might be it is a safety car. Hang on, it's a safety car. Were we just 1 lap down? We were just 1 lap down. Okay, so it's actually a terrible time, because we do have a medium with Van Dorn, don't we? Doohan doesn't really have an option. Okay, hang on. So Van Dorn has to stop, has to go onto a medium. He goes to the end. Job's a good one. Done. What do we do with Doohan? Does that medium tyre get him to the end? It possibly does. So we'll have to do that. Because he's going to be a lap down, and it doesn't really matter what we do with Dawn, to be honest. He's a lap down anyway. Like, he's 2 laps down, so he will be... Or is he? No, he's just 1 lap down. Okay, well, this spices things up dramatically. We're going to be right behind Lance Stroll. And we are going to have a big chance here. I mean, surely everybody is pitting, aren't they? Stroll with a mechanical failure. Could we do this? Now, Albon and Bottas are going to be there as well. So, off on go. Oh, no. No, not now. Get out in front. Get out in front. Okay, we held position, so that's fine.
And down in the pits.
It doesn't actually
that's
cost
a
us
slow
anything
one.
because it's safety car. Doesn't matter. We had to keep position. We did that. So we are 11th and 14th. No, so Dawn is another lap down. He's another lap down after that stop. Which didn't really matter, to be honest. I mean, even now, it's going to be a borderline getting to the end. But then Dawn should be fine, right? 'Cause it's a new set, yeah. What's everybody else put on? Albon put on hards. Bottas put on softs, which are not going to get to the end. There's no way. Okay, so safety car is ending. Now, we are obviously sort of offset because we were a lap down. So lap cars pass, and then it comes to an end. So we are sort of midway around the lap. Now, we're 11th, and we are 3, 2, 4, something seconds behind Stroll. So he's up here somewhere. We need to try and get to him and get him under pressure. We cannot allow him to just casually... Leclerc has a mechanical fault. Oh, come on. Yeah, we can't allow Stroll to just cruise, basically. We need to put him under pressure. We can't let him just sit there and sort of, nurse whatever issue it is he has. It looks like there is a bit of a train here, but I think it could be an Alpine at the front of it, not necessarily Stroll. What we don't need to do is push our engine to the point where we end up with a problem as well. But yeah, these tyres are going to get us to the end. There's no problem there. Same more or less goes for Dawn. So with DRS, we need to start. Oh, there we go. He's letting us pass. So that was a lap car. Could have done that a bit earlier, actually. That must be Zoe. We've got Albon right behind us as well, which is a concern. So these must be cars that we're lapping? Yeah, they are. Okay, so get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Alright, that's Stroll. That's points right there. Alright, we're getting the same old problem. We are just not quick enough. Albon just got a mechanical fault. He's behind us. I mean, it's almost to a point where we've just got to keep Albon behind us and then just hope and pray either Stroll or Leclerc's mechanical issue retires them from the race. Excuse me. Bottas has just come into pit again. He was on softs, if you didn't notice, and he's just gone to another set of softs. So he's going to be quick, but I don't think he's going to be quite quick enough. And yeah, Dawn's 15th. He's not really got anything to race for at this point, so I'm kind of ignoring him, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, that's Stroll. He's still there. He's still agonizingly close. We just need to be a little bit careful on tyre wear. Try and make sure that we get to the end. He is on an older set of hard tyres, so that is could be in our favour. We know he's nursing a mechanical issue, so the best we can do is just try and push him into a retirement. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we're due luck, and if we can get 3 top 10 cars retiring for us to then step into a point, that would be huge, and I don't think it would be undeserved, to be honest. I think we've deserved a point this season. Oh, we've just been mugged off. Absolutely mugged off. Lap cars coming past, and we've done it very, very poorly. And look at this. We've stopped for the Ferrari, and there goes Albon. Just cruises straight by. Alright, so we're right back up behind him. Or are we? No, there's a McLaren in the way now. Get out of the way. Come on, go. Getting back. Getting back. Getting back. He's got a series. His mechanical issue has just got worse as well. So maybe he's going to drop out of this one. Yeah, let's go. We'll just go full push. And there's 3 laps. We're going to get DRS here. It looks like we are. I don't think there's anybody behind us. No, the Mercedes are the next ones to lap us, and they're a fair ways down. We're asking a lot now, aren't we, for 2 more mechanical retirements? Yeah, that is probably pushing the luck boundaries. Alright, so we have 2 laps to go. That is now Lance Stroll up there, because I'm assuming lap traffic and his mechanical issue, we are now within a second. We are within a second of points. It's right there. It's right there. Oh, please. Racing gods, please let us get this point. Please let us get this point. Come on. We are giving it everything we've got. Let's just go with the engine as well. It's worth blowing an engine if it means we get a point. Come on. If we can get DRS onto that front straight, there's no one behind us that's going to lap us and get in the way. We're on to the leaders are onto their final lap. We're not quite there yet. Come on, get within DRS. Can we get within DRS? Oh, it's close. I'm not sure we got there. I'm not sure we got there. We didn't. And is it going to get away from us right at the very end? Let's deploy. We've got to try and get there. We've got to try and get there. Doesn't matter about tyres, engine temperatures. I don't care about any of it. We've got to get to the back of Lance Stroll. And then we've got to have a go. You've just got to have a go. You've got to have a go, Stoff. Come on, mate. Come on. The battery's drained. There's nothing left. It's all down to engines and tyres and drivers. Oh, this is agonizing. This is so close. I cannot believe we're going to miss a point by under a second. Oh, we're that close. It's going to be under a second. It's a half a second. Oh, I want to cry. So with that, Max Verstappen becomes world champion, and we were that close, up 5 places, and it's our 3rd 11th of the season. Doohan ended up 15th, which is fine, gets him his sponsorship money, but Stoffel, I genuinely feel sick after that. I cannot believe we were half a second away. Anyway, that's how things look in the drivers. The constructors, well, we're still there. We need a point in the last race now, and that's going to be that. That is a big 25 points, though, in the pit stop competition. That has almost definitely guaranteed us 4th. So, huge result there. Alright, so front wing research is complete. Doohan is now a 77 rated driver. He needs to improve a bit quicker, doesn't he? Suspension research is now complete. And we've got a spare side pod in case we need it, which I think we were going to because, yeah, we were definitely getting low on the old side pods. So that is good. Anyway, there we go. We are still 10th in the constructors, and I don't know how many more times we can come 11th without scoring. Hopefully it's not one more. Maybe Abu Dhabi's the one. Maybe we do it in the last race. Anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed that, pretty good. I enjoyed that one, I think. Thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the season ender in Abu Dhabi. Take care.